So what would you say to partners like that who've caught their or discovered that their partners or life partners are porn addicts? What would you say to them?
I
Or what
urge
do you
them,
say to them?
well, I urge two things. First, find out where your betraying partner's head is at when it
Mm,
comes to stopping or recovering. Most of the time, there is a porn addiction element to this. It's not just a casual user. I would
right.
say that's only 1 out of 10 times I end up learning he's just a casual user. Usually,
Mhm.
he's a porn addict. Does he want to get help? Does he want to fix himself? Does he want to go through the process of recovery? And on top of that, what are you going to do for yourself? Because regardless of what he does, this is causing such a toll on you that you need some help. Because if you're hit with hard with betrayal trauma, I have found 99.9% of the time dealing with my clients and talking with others who deal with betrayal trauma, this is not the first trauma. This is
Mm,
just a matter of this is the latest trauma from yet another person who you thought was supposed to be close to you, probably going back to your childhood, who has betrayed you. And
right.
what you have to do if you're going to get through this, much like somebody who's an addict who is using their addiction to mask the pain of the trauma that they're going through, you have to
Mhm.
go back and deal with that early trauma and
Mhm.
develop the coping skills that somehow eluded you when you were younger. Some people don't develop addiction. They just get through life and are tough as nails and white knuckle it. Some people have their addiction as a poor coping method or a maladaptive coping method to deal with the ills of the world. But at the end of the day, whether I'm dealing with a porn addict or whether I'm dealing with someone with betrayal trauma, it comes down to what has put you in this state of mind to begin with,
Mm,
because we have to go back to the beginning and find out where are these roots, what happened, and process it the right way, process it correctly, because it's clear 30 years later doing nothing didn't help. That's
right.
what you get usually with betrayal trauma. Or 30 years later addiction didn't help. That
Hmm.
trauma is still there. And
So there.
trauma is just a fancy scientific world for saying pain that hasn't gone away,
Right.
lingering pain. That's all trauma is.